All right, this is a great pan. Look at this. I got a big old picker. Look at that guy. It's not sure if it's a flake that got beat up or what, but that's a bona fide picker. I don't think I can snuff it up. Back on the Yuba. First trip here, early March. Water's a little high, but finding gold here with Leo. Chewing on bone or something. So started out detecting and found some trash, and then found a faint target, and I couldn't find anything in the scoop, but I put some gravel in a pan and been getting some fine gold, flood gold, but keep getting it in this pan, so I'll show you what I'm doing. So here's where I'm digging. There's the detector, and that spot right there is where I first started out, but to see how dark the sand is on top, so heavies are dropping out here. No trash, which is great. I'm not getting lead or fishing weights. I love the red orange soil because that reminds me of the hydraulic leftovers, which may mean this hasn't been worked. But yeah, I was just detecting on all this bedrock and hitting these crevices, and I was just working my way up this way. I was gonna go up there, but and so some of this stuff's turned into kind of like clay. So I think once you hit the clay, you're kind of barrier there, but a lot of black sand, gravel, and there's my most recent pan. A lot of pans just look like this. I'm not even sure if this one's gold. It looks like a bent flake, but it's got a different color. I'll keep it and look at it at home. So yeah, didn't know I was going to be doing this morning, but I'll take it. So show you what I get here in a bit, but it's kind of exciting. I'm glad I got the pan, the detector. I got the sluice just sitting there in the backpack. I wish I could sluice here, but the water's too calm. No good spot. Best spot's up there, and I'm not gonna carry gravel over bedrock through trees that far, so I'm just sitting right here panning away, having fun. Nice day on the river. Peace out. Look at all the black sand. Every pan has this much. That's just one pan. So yeah, heavy's dropping out there. Flood gold's mixed in with that. You gotta separate it. All right, more panning. Well, here's the gold that was buried underneath all that black sand. It's just flood gold. There's a lot of pieces there. I don't even know what the spec count would be. I know there's at least one piece down here. But yeah. All right, this is a great pan. Look at this. I got a big old picker. Look at that guy. It's not sure if it's a flake that got beat up or what, but that's a bona fide picker. I don't think I can snuff it up. So yeah, and then poker, tiny picker. Well, anyways, another, not quite as dramatic as the other one, but yeah, woohoo! All right, so I'm gonna do a clay only pan. Some places there's clay, and then there's gravel beneath it. Other places there's just gravel on top of clay. So kind of want to see if I need to avoid the clay or just keep dumping it in the pan with the other stuff. Oh, we'll see. Well, most of the clay dissolves into silt, but still a little bit of flood gold in there, not very much black sand. You can see how cloudy the water is. That's the clay. It just turns into super fine silt and floats away. But there's a little in there, but definitely won't target the clay. But if I get some in the pan, that's okay. It's about 11 a.m. and here's what I have in my snuffer bottle so far. Here's that big picker. So I've been going out here for a couple hours. And here's the hole. I just ran the metal detector over it. Got a couple faint targets, so I think I'm basically just gonna take off the top like 4 inches. This test hole had hardly anything in it, so I think that's the boundary, so it'll just go that way. All right, at my second spot of the day, I am got some more orange dirt on bedrock, and got my sluice set up out there somewhere. Last year I worked this tree. There's a big hole there. It gave, a fair amount. I get like 1/10 to 1/4 gram a day, but then the giving tree quit giving. So I'm trying up here on the bedrock. Tim worked this crevice here by this tree last year. He got a picker and some other flower golds. Now I'm extending where he started down this way. And I got some flower gold in the test pan, so we'll see. I'm just gonna shovel and dump some buckets and then do a clean out and see what we get. But yeah, there's some orange dirt here, so it's always encouraging, and there's bedrock, and that's encouraging, so we'll see. This turned into a nice crevice. Bunch of orange dirt. Got about 2 buckets here. Let's go run it. See what we get. Oh yeah. Pulled the sluice. Say hello to Otis. You can see a couple small pieces of gold in there. See the pickers. Kinds of black sand and gravel. So let's clean it up, pan it out. Well, here's the sluice. There's just too much black sand for me to clean it up properly here, but definitely a lot of flood gold in there, so yeah, I'll clean it up at home and do it proper. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Spent about an hour, a little more than an hour and a half probably digging and dumping. Alright, here's the way out from our trip to South Yuba. Weigh the picker first. That's our big one. 159. I can see it, but one side I saw has a little piece of quartz still attached. There it is. Oh, now it's 0.16. All right. And here's the rest from the snuffer bottle. It's not really big stuff, but it's bigger than the fine stuff from the black sand. So let's add this all together. 0.69. That's great. Let's add all the super fines here from the black sand. Look at that. 1.2 grams. That's a great day, man. For placer flood gold, that's awesome. Take that all day long. All right, well, I do like this new Dream Mat for the cleanup sluice. Did well. I ran the black sand twice. There's in my catch basin. I think the superfine was floating. I don't think I had enough soap. But anyways, I got it on the second run. There we go. 1.2 grams in one day of